Right now, we're all ready and we're set up for some live music in the studio. Local band Carissa's Wierd is here, and they're playing tonight. It's an all-ages show at the Showbox with Blackheart Procession. They've got a new release out. I'm going to introduce Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hi.
I would like you to introduce the band members to our listening audience.
Okay. Well, we've got Jen, who's going to play guitar and sing. We've got Sarah. She's going to play the violin. Our new drummer, Sarah Cahoon's will play the drums. She's actually our first drummer from about 7 years ago, so she's finally back. We got Ben playing the bass, and Jeff Hellis playing the keyboards.
Thank all of you for coming in here today. Been looking forward to this. Brand new release entitled Songs About Leaving, and which is interesting because the previous one, You Should Be at Home Here. So having some fun with the titles, I believe.
A little, yeah.
A little bit. Well, we'll talk about that kind of stuff. If you're ready for the first song, we'd love to hear one.
Okay. This one's called September something.
So glued on a windshield of a car. September, come please take this heart away. Windows bring in the cold air. I hope you have a coat to keep you warm. Warmer than those last times we tried. Warmer than those last things I said.
Live music here in the studios of KEXP. If you just tuned in, you're listening to Carissa's Wierd, and they're performing tonight. It's an all-ages show at the Showbox with Blackheart Procession, and I should say the Magic Magicians as well. And the new album, Songs About Leaving, has just come out recently. And Matt and Jen, I know that you two pretty much collaborate on the songwriting. Do you pretty much do that starting with lyrics or music? How does that process work, if it's a process at all?
There's actually not really any process to it. It kind of fluctuates every time. I mean, half the time the song could be from a piano part or something.
When you're writing the music, and it's this distinction you have between adding the keyboards, the piano, the violin, the acoustic guitar, it works in different ways. That way, putting it together.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's usually pretty smart about what they do, and it all works well together.
Now, this album and the last one, you worked in the studio with Chris Walla of Death Cab for Cutie, and listening to it, especially with headphones, whether or not somebody wants to, the music's all very nice and quiet, but if somebody wants to focus on the lyrics or maybe the violin or the keyboards, it's all real distinct. It looks like a lot of attention was paid to putting that together, but still each part can be really heard distinctly.
Yeah, Chris Wall is really amazing. He's done our last two records, and we've been nothing but happy with the way he works.
Now, these two records, and this is a band that seems to have gotten a lot of following here in Seattle by people who have gone to the shows, by word of mouth, and you've done a lot of touring as well, and that fan base is kind of built up that way. Are you pretty happy that that's the way it's kind of worked out?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of tough being a mellower band and going on tour because you're never going to be like any of the other two bands that you're on the bill with. But, I mean, we seem to get by, and we're pretty happy with it, yeah. Good.
You ready for another song?
Yeah. I got to tune a string here. Sorry, everybody. Okay. This one's called You Should Be Hated Here.
From the start, but I know these train wrecks happen all the time, and everything that no one knows, you should be hated here by now. This was the lie that I told tonight. It's been the prettiest lie that I told all composure that's been lost.
Live music at KEXP with Carissa's Wierd playing tonight at the Showbox, an all-ages show. And I know you do a lot of 21 and over shows as well, but seems pretty important with the band to play some all-ages shows.
Oh, definitely. I mean, there's not really that many opportunities, as everybody knows, but we're really excited about it.
Now, a minute ago, you were talking about sometimes being the quieter band on a bill. Did that present any problems initially when you were going out touring and playing a club and people are going out to party?
Well,
and a quiet band is kind of playing. It takes people have to they have to pay attention.
Definitely. I mean, some clubs are different. Others it's harder to get over the chatter of the crowd, or sometimes they're very polite and don't chatter.
Yeah.
Either way.
Jen, you had a solo release out as well earlier. S.
Yes.
And any other plans for something else in the works aside from the band?
I don't know about S, but I have another band that's called Crichter, so hopefully we'll put something out soon.
All right. You guys ready for another song?
Yeah. This is a newer one. It's called Die.
Live music at KEXP with Carissa's Wierd, and a new song, Matt was saying there, Die. Could you tell us a little bit, we were talking much earlier about kind of how the song structure gets done in different ways. How about a little insight into how that one came together?
That one, yeah, that started with the piano part.
Uh-huh. So that one actually started just with the music, with the little piece he was playing, and it just kind of, the lyrics kind of worked from there?
Pretty much. We've been playing that one live for maybe 3 months, and every time it just kind of adds another part. The whole ending didn't used to be there. We just kind of were fooling around at practice and decided to try it. So not much pre-planned structure.
It seems like with some of your songs, though, you can, and going out and touring and playing them live, they can go in different directions at times.
Definitely.
Yeah. Now, the one-word title there was a bit distinct from the previous record, You Should Be at Home Here, which has all the lengthy titles, which probably started off in some innocent manner and just kind of built its way from there, maybe?
Well, yeah, I mean, the last two records, I guess we kind of got a little long-winded on the song titles, which I'm sure is a pain for a lot of people, especially radio DJs, I guess. But
we just have to make sure you enunciate correctly and
right.
get all the words in there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe for the next record we'll start to have one-word titles just to balance it out.
Now, I wanted to ask you about something different here. Several weeks ago, we had Samuel Beam in here, Mr. Iron and Wine, whose recent debut album came out here on Sub Pop. And I can't recall who or more than one of you sort of had some doings with that, with slipping some tapes to some people here.
That would be Ben over there on the
would
bass
be Ben.
guitar.
Okay. Now, Ben, did you tell him what you were doing with the tapes that you had gotten from him? I asked him, and he said he couldn't remember if he knew or not.
No, it's weird because I used to own a label called Brown Records, and I had talked to Sam for a long time about putting out a record because I'm just an enormous fan of his music, and I realized that it wasn't going to happen for me, and I guess I left town. I moved to San Diego for a little while, and right before I left, I decided to send it out like kind of one last, go at it for another label, and Sub Pop, they liked it, so. I guess it just worked out, perfectly for him.
Yeah, it sounds like it's worked out pretty good for him with this new record. It's been great. The first two records here of the band on the label you had going there for a while with Brown, and now the new one is on Sad Robot.
That's correct.
And so now there's a chance with a little bit more possible wider distribution. I can say from fact here, from playing the records and get a lot of correspondence from people who are listening to us on the web in various places, and they were just frantically trying to see where they could find it, wherever they might be living.
That's great.
So it should be, this new one should be, hopefully.
Yeah, it's available in hopefully all small towns across the country.
Whatever good store they go to in their town.
Josh from Barsook actually has helped us out a lot with that. Sad Robot's been great, and Barsook's done a great job for us, too.
All right. And again, the new one's titled Songs About Leaving, and Carissa's Weird's playing tonight at the Showbox, the all-ages show with Blackheart Procession from San Diego and Magic Magicians.
And Plesiosaur, yeah.
Yes, and thank you for mentioning that as well. All right, I think you guys got one more song lined up here. Jeff's got a little instrument change here for a different sound.
Yeah, Jeff's going to play the accordion now. Well.
So there's nothing gained, there's nothing lost. Should have kept it underneath the pillow. Should have sent it out to you for your thoughts. Will you hold it close to your
All right, that was wonderful. You've been listening to live music here at KEXP from Carissa's Wierd. Again, the brand new release, Songs About Leaving, and they're playing tonight at the Showbox. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thanks to Tom for setting up the sound for us.
Definitely.
All right, thank you, Tom. This is 90.3 KEXP in Seattle.